Good morning, grade one. It's Friday, April 17th, 2020. And here we are for our last day of lessons for this week. We had kind of a short week, but it sure went fast. So here are some things to look at. For Word of God, if you want to write these things in your assignment book, we had the word believe. We had our word of the week again and talked about that in the devotion that I gave this morning. For reading, you'll have a set of epic books to read today, just one of them to take an AR test on about the special DT3 characters. And then in math, you have all of the pages that go along with lesson 120. So if they say 120-1, 120-2, any of the test pages that go along with that. So you'll have a time test, a Be the Teacher page, all of those fun kinds of things. And I'll be going through one of those worksheets with you in just a few minutes, okay? Remember, I think it was a week or so ago, we were talking about some geometric shapes, some geometric solids. Do you remember what these two shapes are? We've been working on them in math. Yep, we've got a sphere and a cone. You're right, a sphere like a globe, a ball, all round, no flat surfaces at all. And then you have a cone, and that has a rounded surface here to a point and one flat surface that is the shape of a circle. All right, and today we're going to learn about two other geometric solid shapes. And let me show you some examples. Here's one example, and here's the other. What shapes are these? What shapes are these? I'll show you another example. What about this? What shapes are they? What geometric solids? One more. How about, I'm going to switch them around. Oh, what? How about this? All of these geometric shapes that I showed you, if they were this, or the can, bring it in here, all right, those are all shapes called a cylinder, C-Y-L-I-N-D-E-R, starts with a C-Y, cylinder, okay? They can be small, they can be big, a cylinder, all right? The other shape and a cylinder is rounded on the sides and then a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom. Okay, so circle shape here, and then rounded here. Okay, then we have a cube. A cube. This is called a dot cube, or we call it a die. All right, and with a cube, it has all flat sides. Those are called faces, and they are all the same. Always all the same. How many faces does this cube have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces. So a cube has 6 faces and they are all the same. What shape is that? A square. You're right. So whether it's big or whether it's small, a cube. All faces the same side, 6 faces. So those are our two new geometric solids, and you'll be doing some work with that on your math in the coming weeks, okay? All right, so the next page that I'd like you to do with me is the problem solving worksheet from lesson 120, okay? So it looks like this and has 2 rectangles on the front with items to go shopping for and then some on the back to go shopping for. So if you would like to pause the video and go and get your binder so that you have that math page and a pencil, we're going to do side A together. Okay, we're going to do side A together and then you'll do side B on your own. All right, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. I'll cut to my other screen, but you pause the video if you have to run get things. All right. So here we have our worksheet, and what we're going to do, of course, we'll put our name on top, and we can do the date with digits on this page. And remember, we always take our time. We do our good, careful writing. And what happens if we make a mistake? We erase it and do it better. All right, so take your time. Always do your best work. Okay, so today we are going to use guess and check to solve a problem. All right, guess and check. So the first thing we have to do is read our story and find out what we have for information. Now, I know this has a J at the beginning, but it's a Spanish name, and so the J in Spanish has an H sound. Ha, Jose. Jose has 80 cents. All right, that's important. We need to remember that Jose has 80 cents. I'm going to circle my 80 cents. He wants to spend it all at the school store. That's important. He doesn't want to just spend part of it. He wants to spend it all. So we're going to use all 80 cents. Circle 3 things he could buy with 80 cents. And we're just going to look at this top box to start out with. So we're going to circle 3 items and they have to equal 80 cents. So how will we figure that out? Well, first, let's look at what each of the items is worth. We have a pencil worth 20 cents, an eraser worth 10 cents, crayons worth 40 cents, a ruler worth 30 cents, and a marker worth 50 cents. So we want to think, what 3 items could we buy to spend 80 cents? Well, I noticed that if I do the ruler for 30 cents and the marker for 50 cents, that's 80 cents. Oh, but wait a minute. That was a good guess, but when I check my answer, I used all 80 cents. I did spend it all, but would that be 3 items? No, so it didn't follow all the rules. Let's try again. A pencil is 20 cents. An eraser is 10 cents. 20 cents and 10 cents is 30 cents. How much more would I need to get to 80 cents? 50 cents. That would work. Does that give me 80 cents? Let's try it. 20 cents plus 10 cents is 30 cents plus 50 cents is 80 cents. So I spent it all. Is it 3 items? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got it. So that's one choice we could make. 20 cents. 10 cents, 50 cents. All right, so that's one way. I'm going to slide my paper up. Now it tells me, using this same information, that Jose has 80 cents. He wants to spend it all. We're going to find 3 items, circle 3 items. Notice we have the same picture, don't we? Pencil for 20 cents, an eraser for 10 cents, crayons for 40 cents, marker for 50 cents, ruler for 30 cents. And maybe you saw a different one when we were working up here. Did you see a different way that we could circle and buy 3 items that would equal 80 cents? I know I'm not going to use my marker anymore, because if I do 40 and 50, that's 90. And I already know that I can't do 50 and 30. That won't work. That's just 2 items, and that already gets me to 80. So those won't work. So I'm not going to think about my marker anymore. What should we try? Should we try the ruler? Let's try the ruler. What if I do the ruler? That's 30 cents. And an eraser, that's 10 cents. That gives me 40. 30 plus 10 is 40. 40. I need 40 more cents. My crayons, that'll do it. And that's 1, 2, 3 items. I think I might have heard you telling me that. The ruler for 30 cents plus 10 cents for 40 cents plus 40 cents for 80 cents. We got it. 3 items. Add them all up and they equal 80 cents. Okay. Now, on the back side, it asks you to tell what you did to solve this problem. So I want to help you by thinking about how did we solve this problem? And I'm going to write it on the bottom of this page. And you can always look at this video when you're doing the backside and pause it on this part here to be able to see this part of the video so that you can be reminded on how did we solve this? Well, of course we know we're going to read the problem and get our information that we have to, on this page, we had to spend all of 80 cents on 3 items. Okay, that's what we have to do. All right, how did we do it? The first thing we did, if you remember, we read how much each item cost. We looked at everything in the box. We made a guess. Now remember, on that first one, the first guess we made of a ruler and a marker, that didn't work, okay? So we checked it. And it didn't work. So what did we do? We tried again. Not tired, we tried again. We found 3 items that equaled 80 cents. Then we did it again. So each time we guessed and we checked. If it was right, we wrote down our answer. If it was wrong, we tried again. Each time we did guess. And it's a thoughtful guess. You're not just willy-nilly guessing. You're thinking and making a thoughtful guess. We did guess and check. Okay? So when you are working by yourself doing the back side, first read carefully. And it's kind of a strange name if you want to turn over. It's Hadaya. Okay? Probably an Indian name, like from the country of India. All right, or someplace over in East Asia, Hadaya. And notice it's a different amount, but we have the same items that we can purchase. So what will you do on this side to be able to do it? I think I hear you. Guess and check. Just like we did over here. We're going to guess and check. Guess and check. So do that on this side. Read carefully. Maybe it will help you to circle the important information that we need to solve our problem. And then when you're checking, always make sure that you have met all of the things it asks you to do. All right, I'm going to cut back to me. There I am. All right, so if you're doing your work and you have any questions, especially when you're doing a test, don't hesitate to call me. Ask Mom and Dad, could I use the phone to call Mrs. Stolt? And I'll be more than happy, whether it's a test or a lesson or anything else you have a question on, more than happy to talk you through it, okay? Have a great day. Look forward to seeing all your finished and completed work, and then enjoy a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.